Hello everybody and good day to you all. The dance of my Invincible season number 1, episode number 6. You Look Kinda Dead. This episode is directed by Jeff Allen. In this episode here you have Mark, you have Amber, and you have their friend Matt go to a college. Matt wants to check out this college because he a boy there he likes, he wants to go there, and then Invincible Mark wants to go there because he recently pretty much got out of the coma. And he just wants to go somewhere different, away from being superheroes, and something different, something with his girlfriend to try to show that he wants to build a life with her, which is not good at all. Because unless he tells her who he is, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And also, you have Matt, his friend, finds out who he is in this episode here. And then you have what's going on with when they get to the school, even though you're trying to get away from things and change their life around. Trouble always finds him because he got these zombie robot kind of creatures coming out of the situation going on here. Then you have Debbie investigating her husband Nolan with the suit. She goes to Art to find out what the DNA on the suit is and what caused what and who did who. How did the Guardians of the Globe actually die? Did Nolan do this? Something else altogether. So then you have Adam Eve leaving her family because her father was trash. And so she decides to be a hero her way. Not with the team, not fighting and punching people. Just about helping people out the best way she can using her abilities. And you see her pretty much living her best life in this episode here. Now, I don't know if they're going to have any consequences later on. I may come like a batter in the butt, where she may be changing the way how nature actually flows and works. But who knows? It could work out well, of course, or it could go completely sideways. Right? Because the thing is, though, by stopping this situation, it may cause something else to happen somewhere else. Or by making these things grow, it may cause something else to happen. Who knows? Who knows? Or it may be no consequences at all. We'll say for right now, she's killing it. She's living her life. And you actually feel happy for her in this episode right here. You feel happy for her. Then you had the whole thing with you got the whole thing with Monster Girl and the robot, and Monster Girl's obsession with saving her life, and you see the feelings he actually had for her, like this very strong feeling for her, like this as well too. Even like Black Samson, like this dude. Yeah, you say that, but you didn't try to do all that stuff to try to save my life. And also seeing Black Samson getting his powers back without him, I don't think he even realized that he got his powers back. Yeah. It's just like this very interesting. Like him like flatlining and then like sort of like being like reborn and recharged in this episode right here as well too. And you had the whole thing with going on with in the Modal Twins at the end with them trying to get the body of the immortal for reasons of their own. Which also connected to the guard that you saw in the first episode with his son digging up the body with a friend. Now overall I really did enjoy this episode a whole lot. But you still got Mark struggling with his powers and abilities, still trying to get there. Every so often you see how he is powerful, and you see that in certain times, especially when he gets angry. It's like he feels like a Saiyan. His anger and emotions are tied into his powers right now, and even though he wants to pretty much beat the bad guys, he's still kind of recovering from the last beatdown that he went through, and he got his butt beat up again. And you think now the thing is though. Even though I thought it was very interesting, it seemed kind of weak to me that he got beat up by these people who had enhancements. It didn't seem like it made any sense to me. I mean, I didn't hate anything in the episode. It's something about it that he should be stronger than this. Shouldn't he be stronger than this? I mean, I know he's not as strong as his father just yet. In time, he does get up to that level, but you would think these guys wouldn't be much of a threat, really. But he struggled with them a lot. He barely beat the first one. Not only did he beat the first one, the first guy killed himself. So it is, But it's also interesting that his friend found out who he was, but by looking at his face, he said, I'm surprised his girlfriend didn't figure it out. Because the thing is, though, Amber is so smart. This is the thing about these superhero stuff. It always bothers me a little bit. You got the girlfriend who's supposed to be smart. Really, very smart. And Amber way out of his league. She's better than him in school. She's actually a better person. I mean, why is she with him sometimes? I just, dude, you can do better. But she's with Mark. Mark's there. Mark leaves, and then this dude shows up, kind of the same. Even though he went a somewhat mask on his face, same bill. He's not. Mark doesn't change his voice. You can't put the dude together. You can't tell. Either who, I don't know, but either way, sure. But if that affects his relationship because he's not telling her who he is, and she's trying to make things work for him, even though he has been lying to her all this time, and she knows it. He always shows up late all the time, or not at all. And so this was the first time he thought he was actually getting his life together, and he kind of blew that over. But like, but it had humor in here as well that we didn't enjoy. And you already knew who the bad guy was, so there was no shocker there. You heard his voice from the beginning, and then you see him again. It was very creepy, very messed up what he was doing. But also at the same time, I really did like how Cecil responded to this, because it made you think that he ain't going to jail. No, because there's no one in the world, somebody who's this smart, this talented, who can make creatures that was strong enough to pretty much take on Mark. And he had been trying to find ways to pretty much take out Omni-Man. Then when are you going to let him go? Because they do this in real life. People who are hackers, who can hack the government and infiltrate all these different things, become hackers for the government. They don't throw them in jail. That good and that powerful. They said, "No, what? We can use you." If they let him rot and throw it away, throw the key, that made no sense to me. That made no sense at all. And especially with how Cecil is, he already committed. He like to live. He like to stay in this state of gray. So he has to come back later on. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Hopefully he does. We'll see where that goes. And they still now, even though Cecil knows that Omni-Man did it, and now also Debbie knows that Omni-Man did it. Now let's see what Omni-Man is going to do, because he confronted him in the episode, which I did not go and see coming. I didn't think she was going to do that episode. I thought it was very interesting, and I like how they did that, because Debbie had been struggling with this for a long period of time, and she at the same time still trying to help out Mark. Not be like her husband, who she pretty much loved, and now she's trying to, now her eyes are open. How is it going to affect the relationship? How's she going to get out of this situation? How's she going to, because she's doing a whole lot of things right now. She fell in love with a man who she pretty much helped become a hero. So in some ways, she's kind of responsible for who he is. Now, I mean, yeah, he always was going to do this from the start, but it looks like maybe he changed his mind. And as soon as Mark got his powers, the switch happened. In some way, she's kind of responsible for it, but not quite. I mean, she's not responsible for his actions. What he does is his own. But she helped him become a hero. He knows about Earth. She helped him with that. And she loved this man. She trusts this guy with her life. And not knowing that he's the bad guy, that he killed all these people, and she doesn't even know why. Like, she's still with that too. And also the fact that she might have to tell her son that her father, who he has looked up to all this time, is actually evil, and who he wants to be like. Like, ugh. And there are times and moments in here where Mark do certain things, make you start saying, maybe Mark might be evil a little bit. Maybe a little bit of the Vegemite inside of him, because the fact is, he knew his he fought the cyborg people early on, and when his best friend told him after he found out that his boyfriend went missing, Mark didn't even care. He said, "Dude, whatever. I got my girlfriend to deal with." And it's like, oh, that's kind of messed up, dude. That's your best friend here, who you have known most practically like all your life, who's been there for you, and also keeping your secret. You can't just bother to check to see, like Mark could have saved him, man, probably earlier if he actually went after him from the beginning. But at the end, he ended up becoming a cyborg himself. Like, it was just like, his boyfriend Rick became a cyborg because Mark neglected him. I was like, oh, that's kind of messed up. Dude, that's on you now. That's on you. Like, you knew the truth, and you ignored it because you wanted to get your girlfriend back, who you can't get back unless you tell her who you are. So unless you're going to tell her who you are and what you've been doing, what's the point? You might help out your friend. But like I said, but overall, great episode. Animation has always been great. I mean, here the action scenes have always been fantastic, and even though the thing was brutal and nasty at times, I enjoyed that too. So. Yeah. Overall, like I said, great episode. Looking forward to see how this is going to go on later on, because the show's about to end pretty soon. So looking forward to see how everything's going to go down, especially with the truth comes out about Mark finding out who his father is, what his agenda is, and all stuff like that as well too. And the mother, how she's going to deal with the situation. And Art, did he kill Art in this episode here? Because Art knows the truth, and then Nolan shows up with beer And you know that wasn't a friendly visit. Because Nolan has a way to pretty much interrogating you without actually saying that he's interrogating you, but but you know he's interrogating you, and it's intimidating you at the same time here too. And certain lines he says, and they still saying the art, but it's, oh no. Because the thing is though, he try to make it feel like it's friendly, but you can feel the tension there. Art scared out of his mind. He kind of aware that maybe I think he might know that he knows, and now he can't run away. What are you going to do? He can't fight him, so there's this I'll just drink the beer with you, and I just, please don't kill me. All you can see in his face is, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. I'm like, oh, it feels so bad for Art. I just didn't know that he just cut away. He's back home, so I don't know if he killed Art or not. Hopefully he didn't. Maybe he did. I don't know, but anyway, it was still messed up. And I like Mark Hamill as the character too. I thought he did a great job. All the voice acting on the show is just fantastic. It's just amazing. So I'm looking forward to seeing the next episode. So leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode of Invincible. If you haven't watched it, check it out for yourself. Hopefully you watch it, you would enjoy having watching it too. Also, links down below. I'm selling shirts and I'm selling t-shirts, long sleeve, hoodies, pillows, leggings in certain places, mugs, cups, a hamster that knows karate. I mean, a lot of things. Links down below. Buy some stuff. This is my shirts right here. This is my Dragon Rabbit shirt right here. Bang, bang, and a boomises. And also, like I always say, in my dreams in my life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, peoples.